Okay, today I'm going to show you how to reload 9mm on the loadmaster press. Right now we're just filling up the tubes so we can get started. I got some nice shiny brass. And next we're going to show you how to fill up the primer tray. Alright, we're going to fill up the primer tray. I already did this, but basically what you need to do is pull this little piece of plastic down to lift it off. Having a little trouble there. Put your primers in it. We got Winchester small pistol primers. And then to get them all facing anvil up, you just shake it. And once you're done with that, put the top back on. Give it a little twist. And now we're going to install it in the press. Gotta get something to hold the primers back. Gotta hold them back because if you don't, they're all going to fall out of the chute. Alright, so then they're all facing in there. And then to get them all going down the little chute, you just tap it a little. Just do that until it's all ready. Alright, for bullets today we got some CMJ cast 9mm 115 grain round nose. These are plated bullets. We bought them in a box of 1,000. Looking quite nice there. Alright, so next we're going to install powder. Okay, now we're going to fill up the powder tube, or hopper. We got some Bullseye smokeless pistol powder. Works great for 9mm. Just going to pour it in. Alright, now it's full of powder and we're ready for reloading. Okay, we're ready for reloading. I'm going to turn on the brass. We're going to get started. Gonna put a bullet on the first piece of brass. Oh, forgot to put in the bullet. Oh, feels like something got jammed. Piece of brass got jammed. Alright. Put it back in there. Our first round is done. piece fell out again. It's easy fix. Oh, piece of brass fell off again. Alright, so then we've ran out of brass on this first tube over here. We're just gonna rotate it, and if you noticed, a piece of brass dropped right there. Just gonna continue reloading. Don't forget to pull it in there. Now when I was reloading this in earlier times, I noticed that as it starts to get full, rounds would start to bounce out, and I noticed that it's got a little place for like a name tag there. So what I did is I put a thin piece of cardboard there. That prevents them from bouncing out and falling on the floor. But when I'm looking in there, I could also sometimes see primer misfeeds where they get jammed in and they're not seated properly. I'll show you what one of those looks like later on. But for now, I'm going to reload a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to show you that primer that didn't get fed so well. Not sure if you could see that. Let me focus it. Can you see it better? Well, it's not exactly seated in properly. And this happens a lot if you're not reloading correctly. It happens when you're going too fast. When you index the shell plate, the primer sometimes won't get fed into the slot properly and it'll get squished in like this. So right now I'm going to show you how to fix this. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to fix this bullet, the one that didn't have the primer seated properly. I got a kinetic bullet puller, slip it in there, it fits quite nicely. The primer is never touched when I'm doing this. So then what I do is I hammer it again, hit it against the concrete, and normally it takes 2 or 3 times, but this time it only took 1. The bullet's in there along with the powder. I'm going to unscrew it. There's the shell with the primer still in it. Okay, I'm going to get a tray, pour the bullet and powder out. Alright, so then there's the powder and the bullet. I can just reuse the powder and the bullet, but probably not the casing. I'm going to pour it back in here. I'm going to reuse the shell. I'm not going to reuse the shell, but I'm going to reuse the bullet. Give me a piece of brass out of the bag. Cleaned, shiny brass. Load it in the tube. Okay, now it's being primed. The neck is getting expanded and is getting powder in it. Now I'm placing the bullet that I just pulled out of the other case. That was the bullet sealer, and this is the bullet crimp. The crimp is very important if you want it to chamber into your handgun properly. Okay, so then that's how to fix the round. Okay, now we're going to measure the overall length of the bullet. It's very important to ensure that it's not over the max. That's a good depth right there. If it's too long, it won't chamber into your handgun. It'll get jammed when it's going from the magazine to the barrel. And you're going to have all sorts of feeding problems from that. And if it's too short, then you're going to have pressure issues with it. Another good measurement. Just measuring a few of these randomly. Another good round. Yep, another good one. Okay, so that's how you can reload 9mm on the loadmaster press. I got a bunch of nice 9mm rounds there. Gonna give you a quick view of the press. Alright, so I hope you liked the video. Please comment or subscribe.